If you want to get anything out of this life, if you want to get anything from this life, forget about the result, but start focusing on building habits. Imagine a person who has a good physique, who is healthy, and a person who is unhealthy. The difference is just a matter of habits. A person that you see out there that is outspoken, that has a good skills, a person that you admire, a person that you want to become out there, the person that you can see yourself to become one day, that person and you right now, the difference is just habit. The person that you want to be and who you are right now, the difference is just habit. If you want to make a lot of money, if you want to become a person that has a lot of skills, if you want to win in this life, if you want to become smarter than before, the difference between you and whatever you want is just habits. The middle is just habits. If you can actually grasp this concept, you could see that whatever you want, you can have it by forget about the results, forget about the person that you want to be. Okay, don't dwell too much on the person that you want to be, but instead you act as if right now you are already that person and start focusing on building habits, routines, system to actually become the person that you want to become. And one thing you have to know, you have to keep in mind that whatever you want out there, you can have it. For example, if you see people on the street who walk confidently, who talk very nicely, who talk very fluently, who look smart and sharp, and you want that and you want to become that person, you feel like you want that, you have to know that you can have it as well. And the moment that you want that, set in your mind that the difference between you and the person that you see on the street, the person that you admire, the person that you want to become, it's just habit. It's just something that they do differently. It's just something that they do differently in their life that makes that person have the things that they want and have the things that you want. If you don't like something about yourself, you can change that. If you don't like how you look, you can change that. If you don't like how you think, if you don't like how you behave right now, if you don't like the way you are, stop blaming yourself, but start focusing on you can change that you can become better person, that you can become healthier, that you can become smarter, that you can become sharper, that you can become the person that you've always wanted to become. A lot of people just stuck in that victim mindset of, oh, that person can have it, I can't have it. The person have it, I feel jealous towards it. I feel like only that person lucky and I'm not lucky. Stop that kind of shitty victim mindset and start focusing on you can become the person that you admire as well. You can become the person that you've always wanted to become. I myself, if I don't like something about me, if I don't like something in my life, I'll try to change something so that I like the things that I like in my life. So if let's say, for example, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way my body looks, for example, I don't like the way my skin looks. So instead of me complaining all the time, instead of me complaining all day long, instead of me comparing myself with other people who have nice skin, better body, for example, better skills, good at communicating, instead of me comparing, instead of me complaining, why not I change that energy into myself? I change that energy into thinking, if that person can have it, why can't I have it? If that person can have it, that must be something that they do that I didn't do, and hence the reason why they have what I didn't have. There must be something, there must be a habits or routines or the things that they do that I didn't do, which that's why they get what I want. Can you see that? Can you see that the difference between the things that you want and the things that you don't have right now, the difference is just habits. So what I always remind myself, if let's say I don't like something regarding my life, for example, I don't like how negative I am. For example, I don't like the way I speak. I don't like the way I behave. I don't like the way I talk to other people. I don't like the way I eat, I sleep, I don't know. I don't like my routine. I don't like how lazy I am. And when I actually don't like something about me, I always tell myself that I can change that. And there's no other people in this world could do that for me unless me. I am the one who can change it, and I am the one who's going to feel benefited in this life because this is my life. And when I know I can change that, that is when I stop on complaining. I stop on comparing. I stop giving attention and energy towards all those unnecessary things and start focusing on me. Start focusing on thinking I can change, that I can create a better habits, I can create a better routines, I can slowly build habits, routine and system to actually get a good body, to actually get a good physique, to actually help clearing my skin, for example, to actually build certain skill, build communication skill. I can actually change myself and focusing on building habits to improve my skills, to improve my speaking skills, for example, to improve my creativity, to improve my art, to improve my life, to improve how I live, to improve my routines, to improve my lifestyle. Can you see that you can actually change from complaining and comparing to focusing on you becoming better person of yourself. And this has something to do a little bit with manifestation. If you learn about manifestation, like be, do, have, if you want something, it's always the formula be, do, have. If you want something, you have to be that kind of person, you know? And be here is literally how you think about the person that you want to become. You be that person. You think about that person you want to become. You act like the person you want to become. You don't think in a victim mindset, because the person you want to become is not a victim of life. They are actually the creator of life. So you don't think as a victim when the person that you want to become is very resourceful, is very productive, is very full of energy to create the life that they want, to do something in their life. And forget about the results. When you know you want to become a person, okay, the person of your dream, forget about that person for a while, okay? Don't focus too much on that, but start focusing on building the habits or the action like you already the person that you want to become. Start on slowly planning your day, planning your habits as a person that you want to become. You start to pay attention on how you talk. You start to pay attention throughout all your days. The 24 hours in a day is utilized well as the person that you want to become. Ask yourself what you do in a day to actually invest yourself to become the person that you want to become. Ask yourself what you do in those 24 hours a day that you actually spend a little bit of time to actually become the person that you want to become. Can you see that? So start to pay attention to your day. Start to pay attention what you do in the morning, what you do throughout the day, what you do in the night, what you do to feed your mind, what you do to actually feed your body. Ask yourself, are you actually investing time, effort, and energy towards becoming the person that you want to become? Ask yourself, is the thing that you do right now is literally directly like how the person that you want to become? Ask yourself that. This is self-awareness. This is asking yourself, asking deep, true question to yourself to actually see whether you are on track or not, whether you are actually investing time, effort, and energy towards becoming the person that you've always wanted to become. And this takes a lot of effort. This takes a lot of energy. This takes a lot of focus. And I tell you, when you start to build habits, when you start to build just habits, okay, you know, the moment you do the habits, you know, you just are the person that you want to become, because you start to showing up as the person that you want to become. For example, if you go to the gym, if you eat healthy, if you read books, if you actually sharpen your mind, if you start to build skills, if you start to develop your physique, develop your sharpening your looks, sharpening your social skills and stuff, if you start to do it right now, you are literally like the person that you want to become, because you already do it right now. Obviously, when you do today, it's not necessarily you're going to become tomorrow. If you start to go to the gym today, you're not going to get your dream body tomorrow. That is nonsense. Anything worth having is worth building. So the moment you start to build habits, the moment you start to build your physique, build your body, start to eat healthy, start to build a healthier lifestyle, start to develop skills, start to sharpening your mind. The moment you do that, you stop focusing on the results. You don't focus on the result at all. If I can give advice to myself as well, don't focus on the result. Just know that the moment you start to do the habits every single day, the moment you start to do the routine, you start to do all the things that makes you become the person that you want to become, you just know you're gonna get it one day. You just know you will be that certain person one day. And why I say don't focus too much on the result, because we never know when the result's gonna come. We never know when all of those skills gonna click one day. We never know when is the time you're gonna get your dream body. We never know when the skills, the effort that you do will compound and gonna get the result. We never know, because that is beyond our control. But what you can control is literally right now, what you have right now in your life, and you start to focus on the habits, routine, and system that will certainly give a result one day, which we never know when. When you don't focus too much on the results, that is when you start to focus on now what you can do to get the results. If you learn more about the concept of manifestation, the moment you want something, you already have it, okay? You literally already have it somewhere in the future of your timeline. We live right now, we have the past, present, and future. But when you actually develop new habits, routine, and system to become the person that you want to be, you're literally going to become that person somewhere in the future. You're literally going to have, in the concept of manifestation, the moment you want it, you just have it. Even though you don't have it right now, but you just know somewhere in the future in your timeline, you're just gonna have it. You're just gonna have it. And how do you know you will have it? You start to see yourself. Are you actually doing all those habits, routine, and system to actually get that, to actually go towards the future that you wanna go? Can you see how important the present moment is? Can you see how important building habits right now and focusing on what you have right now to go to build to the future that you want. The moment you want it, you already have it. You say to yourself that the moment I have a great physique, I will have it one day. The moment you say that, you already literally have it. It's already in you, it's already for you, but it exists somewhere in the future of your timeline. That is the concept, a little bit concept of manifestation. But if you don't believe in that kind of concept, if you don't believe in manifestation, just know that whatever habits you do right now is just going to be a byproduct later on in probably 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years later on. You have to think long term. You have to think that whatever you do right now is just gonna directly tie to the future that you create. Ask yourself, if you keep on doing bad habits, do you want that bad habits to create the life that you're gonna live another 3, 4, 10 freaking years? Do you want that bad habits to build you? Ask yourself. But if you start to focusing small, just small, you don't have to start big. If you wanna build a healthy lifestyle, start small. Start by paying attention to what you eat. Start to go to the gym, but not doing all those crazy stuff. Maybe start by walking. Maybe start by asking people how to do this and how to do that. Can you see that it's small habits? If you want to, for example, develop a certain skills, communication skills, editing skills, computer skills, whatever skills, start right now small, which later on we never know, another 2, another 3, 4, 5, 10 freaking years it's going to compound, which we never know where the thing's going to compound. For example, I'm doing this YouTube channel. I don't know where and how this thing's going to compound. I don't know, and I don't focus on that. I don't focus on the results that much. What I'm focusing on right now is building the skills in me. It's building communications within me. It's building the skills of creating. It's building the skills of, I don't know, building whatever I can right now, and see where it is going to bring another 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. But one thing I know, it's going to produce a result, and I don't focus too much on the result. I focus on what I can do right now. And right now I'm focusing on becoming consistent, becoming more brave on talking on the camera. I don't want to talk too much in this video. The main point I want to create this video is just to tell you, forget about the result, start focusing on building habits. And the reason why I create this video is because I'm telling myself as well. I'm telling myself that I need to focus on building habits. Every day I wake up, I need to focus on how to make that thing exist in my daily life, how to make that habits become easier to me to do in my daily life, so that the habits gonna slowly shaping me without I'm even realizing it. That is one thing, that is my main goal every single day. If let's say I want to improve my skincare routine, for example, then I have to think every single day how to actually add this certain routine or habits in my life, so that it's just going to become easy for me to do every single day, so that the habits just going to shape me without I'm even realizing it, so that my habits just gonna slowly improve my skin without I'm even realizing it. The habits of going to the gym will slowly improve my health, my overall performance, my vitality. I could see the habits shape me. I don't have to put too much effort. Maybe I have to put a little bit more effort when trying to build habit, because like I said, building habits is not easy. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes focus to build new habits. It's never going to be easy, because all of this while you've been lazing around, all of this while you're just going to sleeping around, to start a new things is always going to be the hardest. The first step is always going to be the hardest. But I always tell myself, if I can actually build this habit, and this habit just going to build me, so why not I take the hardest step to build the habit, so that the habit going to build my life. It's the first step is always the hardest, but when I know the habit one day just going to literally give a compound effect another 3 to 2, 5 years, 10 years ahead, why not start now? Why not I start to build the habits now, so that it's going to be easy later. It's hard at first. It's always going to be hard at first, because change at first it's hard. But you have to know one thing, whatever worth having is worth building, right? So when you can actually build the first step, later on it's going to be easy, and it's just going to be a lifestyle for you, and that lifestyle just going to build the new results of the future. It's always about putting the effort to build the habits, and the habits just going to build your lifestyle, and your lifestyle going to build the result of the future that you want to go. It's a little bit concept of manifestation, but it's also the concept of how you want to change in life, how you want to create something new in this life. If you keep on developing bad habits, and if you're just going to keep on, for example, lazing around, sleep, eating non-healthy food, and just being lazy, and then you're just going to be numb, and then you're going to keep on comparing, you're just going to be in the loop of nothing. You can't change. But if you want to change, you have to do something in your life to change that, and to change that it needs habits. So learn to build habits. Forget about the result. The moment you want it, you already have it somewhere in the future. So forget about the result. Start focusing on building habits so that your habits can build your lifestyle, and your lifestyle, your new lifestyle, will build the future that you've always wanted to go. Bear in mind, whatever you want, you can have it, even though your family never have it before, even though your friends, your circle friends never have it before. But whatever you want, the moment you want it, it exists in your heart. It's already meant for you, and it's already exists for you. So you have to believe that it's already exists somewhere in the future. But to go to that future, you have to learn to build habits, so that your habits are going to build the future that you want to go. So that's all from me. It's going to be a quick one. I hope this is going to be helpful. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum. Okay, I just got back from rally and I'm thinking of creating a video, a YouTube video. Just wanted to show you my outfit. This is my outfit for Palestine rally. I look like a very Palestinian girl. This is a kafia. I tied it with a belt and I'm wearing blazer inside. And this is the flag that I bought just now for the rally. I like my whole outfit. Can you see it? That. Palestinian girl. I like it. I like it today so much.